Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So today here we are here with yet another video about your lead code, right? So I'll be discussing it with you all like how you can just solve out these questions of the lead code, like what's the method for solving them out, right? How you can do that, and moreover like what is the process for doing all of these respective questions, right? So these questions I had taken from your lead code itself. Okay, so if you just go over and check onto lead code, you will get these questions over there. So now that's a suggestion to all of you that if you are using these questions, right, so you can better do out these questions into the lead code profile itself, so that you do not get any kind of any other error. Okay, and these questions will help you to get passed with the leak code also. Okay, they will get you to pass the test cases and each and everything over there completely, right? So let's just start with this per complete question over here. So here everyone, we are having this question where Roman numerals are represented by seven different symbols. Okay, one V, X, L, C, D, and M. Okay, we are having the symbol values mentioned up over here. Okay, like let's say if two has to be written, so that will be two, one will be writing, and that will be a Roman numeral, right? So just two ones added together, right? 12 is written with, if you have to write 12, so you all know, right, what your Roman numerals are and how those exactly work, right? I just hope that everyone knows about that same thing. So now Roman numerals are what they are usually written that from largest to smallest, from left to the right you write it. Okay. So if there is a numeral for 4, it will not be 1111. It will be 1V. Right? I hope everyone knows that how to write a Roman numeral for any respective number. Right? Now, because the 1 is before that 5, we subtract it making 4. Absolutely right. So the same principle applies to number 9 also. You can just write 1 and then x. It will be helping you to just write out that Roman number. Right? Now, if you have 1, okay, that 1 means the single straight dash. So that can be placed like before V, before X, right? You can just place them before make 4 and 9. You can place it before 50, 100 to make them 40, 90, about like all of these values. See, there are just 5 to 6 these basic symbols which we are having the Roman numerals, right? And just including those Roman numeral symbols, you can write the whole any of a number for the Roman number. You can just write it, right? So now what is our question all about? Our question is that we have to convert the Roman numerals to an integer. Okay, so the input is like we're having a variable s, and that is three dashes, right? So that will be 3, right? Similarly, if I have written lv111, so l is for our 50, right? V will be 5 and these 3 will be 3, so 5 plus 3, that will be 8, and the 50 plus 8, 58, right? Similarly, if you're having input mc mxiv, right? So M is 1000, CM stands for 900, XC stands for 90, and 1V stands for 4. So that will all get you a sum of 1994. Okay. So these are a few things that we have up over here, and after that, we just have to write up over here that one would be like the length for this would be either less than 1 or sorry, either greater than 1 or less than equal to 50, which will be having the characters of 1 v xl cdm is all, right? So in that case, they guarantee that S is a valid Roman numeral into the range of 1 comma 3 triple 9. Okay, so that is our range, 1 comma 3 triple 9. So we just have to write a simple program for converting these Roman numbers into the integers, and that is what you have to do, right? Now see, this was quite a very big program. The description of this program was quite a very large, right? But when I had to write about the complete program, it is pretty short. The very, very, very short. What do I have to write? I just have to take my input under Roman numerals and get my result in the integer. That's it. What I have to do in, right? So now see, for that, what I'm going to do, I would just first of all, okay, if you're using the Leetcode platform, so you will already get this class made if you're using Leetcode. So you do not have to make any class onto your own, you will automatically get it made. And inside that, you will be having your own function also, that what function you have to use. So Roman to int, this is the function. Inside that, I'll be passing self and s as a self is automatically passed. So as now, what's the reason why we use the self? The reason is so as I can just get access to all the class variables which are there. So self parameter will help me to get the access to all the class variables, right? And then we are having s as a small parameter. What I'll do, I'll just make a variable as Roman. Okay, I'll just make a simple variable as Roman, and inside my dictionary I define the key and the value to that dictionary. You see how I am thinking up to solve this question. The method which I'm thinking is pretty simple. I'll be making different keys, right? And I'll be making the values in the terms of, like, if it is I, so say that as 1. If it is V, say that to 5. If it is X, say that to 10. In this manner, I'll be setting a few values, right? And after that, I would just simply use in my for loop with the else and if condition. That's it, what we'll be doing that. Okay, so let's say we are having the values. If we are having I, right? So in that case, you have to say it is a 1. I'll just put a comma rather. Similarly, if we are having V, in that case, I'll be saying that that's a number which is 5. In case when I'm having X, so one second. In that case, I'll be saying it is a number which is 10, right? When I'm having L, so in that case, I'll be saying that's a number, sorry, 50, right? Sorry. When I'm having C, so at that respective place, I'll be saying it's a 100. Whenever I am having a D, so at that particular place, I'll say that's a 500, right? And whenever I am having M, so I'll be saying that's a 1000. Okay, all of these things we're having with the classes solution and roman to int over here, like completely like this for all the values. I made my dictionary, and to this dictionary we are having a key and a value pair, right? Now moving down over here, I'll make a variable, it's that is total, which is equal to 0, because see the reason is here we are having a lot of inputs, like LV111, that is gonna sum up and get me a result, right? So similarly, I'll just make a variable that will help me to sum up in case if it is required, right? Now, I'll be writing for I in range. Into the bracket, into the length, I'll be writing length of S minus 1. Okay, for I in range in the bracket, length of S minus 1. That's the thing. I'll be going with my condition that if in case the Roman means S of I, one second. If in that case it is less than the S of I plus 1. S of I plus 1. If that is the scenario, so I would just write total as a variable, minus is equal to, I would just write Roman S of I. Okay, that's the thing which we are having up. Apart from that, I'll be using the else condition. So into that, I'll be just writing total plus equal to, I would be writing Roman in the bracket S and in the bracket of I. Okay. After that, I would just use up over here the return condition, returning the total plus the Roman, like S of minus 1. So here what I'll do, with the help of my for loop, if and else conditions, I would be returning up this complete value for my whole program. Right? So into this complete, what I just simply did, I first of all made a solution as in a class. Right now that was important. Rather, if you'll be using uh, your that respective part of your complete lead code, so there you will get this class automatically made. Right after that, you have this roman to int function, that inside that you'll be making a key and a pair value of complete dictionary, which you'll be defining all of these respective values. Then the total will be equal to sum is equal to 0, and you'll be applying a for loop for all of these respective tasks to be performed in, right? And once you're done with all of these, this will help you to completely get in your whole program done very clearly. So guys, the question was pretty large, right? A lot of things were in. If someone will see like that, you might get confused into that, right? But if once you're going to read this complete question, in that case I would say you won't get any problem. Okay, I would say you won't get any problem. The thing would be just that you might not be able to just put out this for loop logic, but yeah, you can see that the program is pretty simple, right? So always make sure guys, whenever you're solving any programs on respective any of your uh, hackathons, hacker ranks, anywhere, wherever you wish out, any coding platforms, right? First of all, try to understand about your question, like what's your question is all about, right? Once you are understood with each and everything, then you can very easily go ahead